Sabo, an abbreviated form of the English word sabotage, which originates from the French word sabot in the 19th century, which means poor quality work from an unskillful worker. Sabo is one of a Singaporean slang term that means tricking people or intentionally making trouble for them, especially to gain a personal advantage. This word can be used as both a noun and a verb. For example, you have been bad buddy, Sabo King starts again. This use of Sabo as a noun is recorded earliest in the expression Sabo King, which refers to a person who habitually tries to sabo others. Second example is the use of word sabo as a verb. Certain members of the Faculty of Science, Social and Humanities are still talking angrily about how they were saboed from enjoying themselves at the orientation dance. And the word sabo as a verb is saboed. This word is updated in the Oxford English Dictionary on March 2016. Another loanwords in English is lepak. This word also has been updated in Oxford English Dictionary on March 2016. Lepak is apparently from Malay, perhaps from lepa, inattention. Lepak is referred to a person who spends his or her time aimlessly loitering or loafing around. Lepak is a verb. For example, lepak, lepaking, lepaks. Example of sentence is, I'm just lepaking at home, doing nothing.
Milk tea is any of various drinks made with tea, milk or cream, especially a drink originating in Hong Kong made with black tea and evaporated or condensed milk. It has existed since 1897 as according to Cornhill magazine. It is a decoction known as Nai Cha or milk tea, is drunk at the Manchu court and is served out on state occasions. Ironically, while the term milk tea, the Hong Kong style drink, was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in March 2016, Hong Kong's Cantonese term for milk tea, Nai Cha, from which cha originated, was not. The type of formation is compounding. In use with reference to China after Chinese Mandarin, Nai Cha, which has existed since 1885 or earlier, Nai, which means milk, and Cha, which means tea. In use with specific reference to Hong Kong after its Cantonese equivalent of Nai Cha. The usage in a sentence is, can I have a large cup of milk tea? Siu Mei earliest use was found in Regulations Hong Kong from Chinese Cantonese Siu Mei, Siu, which means to cook or roast, and Mei, which means flavor of food. It has been used since 1960s. However, the term Siu Mei was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in March 2016. The type of formation is compounding because from siu mei, siu which means to cook or roast, and mei which means flavor of food, which is a compound noun. The usage in sentence is that restaurant is famous for its siu mei dishes.
The next word is kai fong. The existence of the word kai fong is in 1857. Kai fong are listed in Oxford English Dictionary in June 2016. The etymology of the word is from Gai Fong, which originated from Chinese Cantonese dialect. The meaning of the word Kai Fong is neighborhood, and apparently it is formed as proper noun welfare association. For example, in a sentence, Kai Fong have provided free schooling for many thousands of children. Let's moving on to the next word, sotong. These words are originated from Malaysia, which has the same meaning of squid. It is known as Singapore English word in June 2016. The Oxford English Dictionary recognized the words as it is used so frequently in Singapore. They are using word sotong instead of squid or cuttlefish because it is more familiar with them. It is also has a meaning to a stereotype of stupid and clumsy. As an example, don't be a selfish sotong, Jimmy.
Emoji is a combination of the Japanese words for picture and character. This means the word has no relation to emoticon. The legend of emoji began in the 90s in Japan. Shigetaka Kurita, technician and employee of a Japanese mobile company, and T.T. Docomo was working on the company's mobile internet platform when he realized that what they were sending, Japanese symbol, were essentially just small picture. Why not send actual picture, he thought. He came out with about 100 and these were added to Docomo's platform. Eventually, every company followed suit and the emoji was born. The popularity of emoji led to its inclusion in the Oxford English Dictionary back in 2014. In that, the industry of emoji is enormous, spanning the pages of the internet, social media, food, mobile devices, fashion, and more. The second loanword is blur. Definition of blur is make or become unclear or less distinct. The origin of words came from mid-16th century. It is a new loanwords from English Singapore. Some example on how to use the word. First, the windows were blurred with soot. Second, the fog blurred the outline of the car.
Dai Pai Dong is a traditional licensed street stall, typically with a small sitting area, selling cooked food at low price. Now, more generally, any food stall of this type. It is a borrowing word from Chinese or Cantonese. In Cantonese, it is called Dai Pai Dong, in which each word holds a meaning. Dai means great and big. Pai means plug or license plate, and Dong means stall. In 1956, in an attempt to regulate food stalls, the Hong Kong government stopped issuing large licenses to stall holders. This led to a decline in traditional Dai Pai Dong, but the name was adopted by non-licensed premises of a similar type. The example of the word Dai Pai Dong is there are a lot of shopping malls in Hong Kong, but none of it can beat the experience to eat in a Dai Pai Dong. The word has become an English word in 2016. Yum cha, the literal Chinese translation is drink tea. Yum cha is the term that one would use to describe the meal which involves drinking tea and having dim sum dishes. It is borrowed from a Chinese word which is called yum cha. The Cantonese word yum cha means to drink tea in a house. In Cantonese, yum means to drink while cha tea means sea. The word has been officially be an English word in 2016. The example of sentence that use the word yumcha is, if you cannot eat chicken feet, I am not going out to yumcha with you.